It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday and it's time for
a Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
And this is a good one. There's 4 tricks we're reviewing this week and all of them are good. 4 good tricks, which is really awesome. We like it when we look at the good stuff, and they're all very different to each other as well. There's a bit of a negative with one of them, but we'll get to that. But first of all, we're going to have a look at what I think is one of the best commercial card tricks I've seen released to the Magic community for a long time. We're going to look at that one first. So first up, we have Royal Couple by Gustavo, Sereno and ZIGYZAG. Now, ZIGYZAG have brought out some really cool stuff over the years. They brought that table out that you used a lot in lockdown, where it brings the cube up from underneath the table and pushes it to the top of the table. The dream table. Yeah, they brought out a lot of stuff. And Royal Couple, normally they bring out like really gimmicky stuff and things like that. But this is very, very different to what they normally bring out. It's an anniversary waltz effect. Let me just read the effect out to you. You ask 2 spectators, ideally a couple, to take a card. It happens to be a King of Spades and a Queen of Hearts. They sign their names on the back of both cards, and then you put them together face to face. When you open them, the cards are attached with a very romantic surprise that the couple can keep as a souvenir. Comes complete with 50 gimmick cards. Now, I'm going to let you have a look at a performance of this first of all. So this is a performance of me doing it on Ryland. Obviously, I've changed the presentation because I'm doing it to Ryland on his own as opposed to a couple, but it'll give you an idea of exactly what this looks like and how it plays. Let's have a look at that, and then when we've looked at that, I'll tell you exactly what I think. Okay, right, I'm going to show you something with a deck of cards. I'm going to tell you the story about how me and your mom met. How would that be? Would that be good?
I want to hear a story.
You want a story? Okay. And we're going to use a deck of cards to...
it better be a good one.
It's going to be a great story. And we're going to illustrate this story. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll use a pack of cards, okay?
Yep.
So first of all, we need a card to represent me. So just say stop.
Stop.
Okay, you actually try again. Say stop.
Stop.
You want to stop right there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So that card represents... No. That can represent your mom, because I'm not the queen. That would be your mum. Okay. So we'll have that'll be your mum. And we need a card to represent me. Just say stop.
Stop.
Okay, and we'll have this is a king. That's actually a really good match. Well done, Ryan. That's great. So, me and your mum, we realised that we were... That's not happening, Ryan. That's not happening. But me and your mum, we knew that we would... We've fallen in love right from the very first second, right? Mm-hmm. So... to prove, actually, what we need to do, on the Queen, on the back of the Queen, take the pen and write Mum's name, which is Sarah. So just write Sarah there for me. Big letters, like Sarah, huge. That's great.
I think that's how you spell it.
Yeah, it's fine. So, that's great. And this one here, you should write Craig on the back of that, because obviously that one's me. What have you put? Craig Daddy.
Smiley face.
Smiley face. That's fine. So we've got your mom and we've got me, yeah. Mm-hmm. And what we'll do is we'll put them face to face. So we'll put the one that you signed with me on face to face with the one that you signed your mom on, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can kind of see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Won't use the rest of them. So how we met is we actually met online on the internet. Don't know if you know that. Do you know that? Yeah, met online on the internet. I sent her a message and I said, "Am I your type?" And she sent me a message and she said, "Let's find out." And we spent about a month talking back and forth on the internet. And then we finally met, and we almost got kicked out of the restaurant.
Why?
Because we spent so long talking, like it took us 3 hours to even order a meal, and they almost kicked us out. And we were there long, because we had a lot to talk about. And
That's a funny story.
It's true. It's absolutely true. I've got another funny story that I'll tell you this very, very quickly. This is true. The first time we were chatting on the internet for ages, and she said, "Hey, here's my number. Give me a call." And I was really nervous because I really liked her. And I made a really bad mistake, and I thought, well, I don't want to come across as nervous when I call her. So I got drunk and called her, and we had an amazing conversation, and I couldn't remember anything. Nothing. And then she texted me the next day saying, that was an amazing conversation. Let's have the same let's chat again tonight. I was like, I better be sober for this one. So I didn't drink, and I had the conversation. And she told me afterwards that she almost dumped me. She almost stopped seeing me because I said the exact same stuff on the second day that I said on the first day, because I couldn't remember what I said. But anyway, luckily it didn't happen. Anyway, check this out. So we've got the 2 cards, right? Hold your hand out like that. And put your other hand on top. And you know that me and your mum argue sometimes. But even though we argue sometimes, we love each other very much, yeah? So we're going to try and do something with these cards to prove that me and your mum love each other very much. If I just snap my fingers and say the magic words, true love, you lift up your hand, what's actually happened is these 2 cards have now fused together, permanently stuck together, with the hands held together. There's the signed cards, just like that. And you can keep that, and it's going to remind you how me and your mom always are going to love each other.
She's holding a flower for you.
She's
You
holding
look like you want to kill her.
Yeah, well, I am holding a sword, yes. I do want to kill you.
She's holding flowers, and you holding swords.
Only you would take this beautiful moment of magic and oh, Ryland. Okay, so first of all, the tutorial. The tutorial is really easy to follow. It comes in 4 separate videos. The first video is like an introduction as to what the trick's all about. Then the second the second video explains how to do the signed card version, which you just saw me do. The third video tells you how to do a non-signed version, which is almost self-working. It's a lot easier than the signed version, although to be honest, the signed version isn't hard. It's just a couple of double lifts and full shows and things like that. And then the final video is kind of a live performance of it. I say live, it's a studio performance, so he's doing it to camera in the studio. He's not actually doing it to live people. I would have liked to have seen a live performance of this, because I think this is very commercial. But everything's explained very clearly. It's not a long tutorial. It's probably about 20 minutes in total. That's all it needs to be. And when you open up the packaging, you get 50 of those cards. So these are what the cards look like. You get a whole bunch of them. They're designed for red-backed bicycle cards. And literally, when you want to do the trick, you just fold it up like that, put it into your top pocket. When you want to perform the trick, you put that on top of the deck. The setup is super easy. You put this on top of the deck, and then you need to force a Queen of Hearts and the King of Spades. So if you want to put those on top of this card, you can, or you can cull them to the top as you show the deck. It's completely up to you. The reason I'm telling you about the setup is because it is very, very commercial. You can get into it from a shuffled deck of cards in use, just by culling the 2 force cards and dropping this from palm on top of the deck. Or doing any type of add-on. It doesn't have to be a palm. And at the end of the trick, obviously, you give this away as a souvenir. So when you want to do it again, you just grab another one of these. So if you're planning on doing this maybe 4 times in one night, you're just going to take 4 of these, fold them up, put them in your pocket, and you can do this 4 times. It's not difficult to do at all. The non-signed version is very easy. The signed version will take you about 10 minutes practice if you've got some experience with a deck of cards. And yeah, it's... I mean, think about it. There's no table required, so you don't need a table. It's instantly reset in that you're left with a regular examinable deck of cards that you can go into any other routine. You've got a really nice giveaway. It's a very magical moment. It packs small, it plays big. There's a lot to love about this, right? I know I've spoken an awful lot about it. It's because I like card tricks and you don't. But I
just don't like yours because they're long and boring.
Yes, my card tricks are long and boring, we know.
We all know that.
We all know that. But here's the thing.
Even you.
Even me. Here's the thing. There's been lots of different versions of Anniversary Waltz. Lots and lots of different versions. My favourite version is a version called Easy Waltzer, which I published myself years ago. Because it just uses a regular deck of cards. I don't have to carry anything around with me. But the classic version with the double-faced card is great, as popularised by Doc Eason. This, I think, is one of the very this has been, there's very few tricks when you think of Anniversary Waltz that have really furthered the plot and taken it to another direction. And one of the negatives of any Anniversary Waltz is you don't see the same signature on the same side, right? You just don't see that. And lots of people have tried to come up with Anniversary Waltzes where the signatures are on the same side of the card. Most recently, Tiny Dancer by Carl Purnell is a great example. But this is just ridiculously strong because you've got this moment at the end where the two cards are fused together, and you can tell they're fused together. They've got their signatures on the back. And they see, because of the way that the handling works, they've seen them all separate.
You've still got
and you've got that really nice, and you've got that really nice moment where the hands are like joined together with each other. I just love this. I think this is.
You've got two heads.
I have got two heads.
So is Mummy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me coming out. No, maybe that's me coming out.
Could be. You never know.
That's
but that's kind of weird thinking about that. So, yeah, I mean, it's, it is what it is. It's not a difficult trick to do. You'll buy it and you'll immediately understand how to do it. If you've got no experience with magic at all, you can do the easy version and go into the more complicated version. Not even that complicated, to be honest. And from a working pros point of view, it is very commercial. Obviously, the more you do this, the more you're going to have to buy because you're going to need giveaways. And I think that people will do this an awful lot. This is the perfect trick for a wedding. This is the perfect trick. Yeah, this is the perfect. I think they probably will. This is a perfect trick for a wedding. Perfect trick for an anniversary.
How much was it?
I can't remember. I think it's about 30 odd.
That's all right considering how many it comes.
Yeah, it comes with an absolute ton. It's great. I love it. I really like this trick. I have like 3 or 4 different versions of Anniversary Waltz that I do, but this has leapt into the top 3. I do lots of different versions depending. Normally I'll bust out Anniversary Waltz at a wedding, or if I'm at an event and there's a couple that are having a special occasion or something, I'll tend to pull it out then. This would be a great trick to do for a wedding, for a bride and groom. Yeah. This is an awesome bride and groom trip. If you don't want to do this all the time, and sometimes people say to me, what are the best tricks to do for a bride and a groom at a wedding that's a really nice giveaway? This is a really nice giveaway and very different to your normal Anniversary Waltz. I think that more people would actually keep this than a double-faced card. I think this is excellent. I love it. This is definitely going. I'm just going to take this whole thing and put it in my close-up case.
No, you're not. Either.
I'll buy another one. You don't even do card tricks. I'm giving this 100%. I love this. I want to do it. I think it's brilliant. It's getting 100% from me.
I think I might do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I give it 99.
99%? 99% from right. Yeah, you're right. There is no live performance, and there should be because it's so commercial. Yeah. 99%
it would work in a live environment.
Oh, of course it would. It's brilliant. 99% from Ryland, 100% from me. It's an incredible trick.
You're gonna do this on the who's gonna do it on the review survey visitors?
You go.
Yay!
Give it a shot. We're gonna move on next to another trick from Penguin Magic. They bring in tricks all of the time, and this is a brand new one. You always know that something's good when Penguin team up with Dan Harlan, and that's what we're going to have coming up. So next up, we have My Word by Dan Harlan and Penguin Magic. Penguin just do cool packaging, don't they?
Yeah.
They just do.
Pencil.
Yeah, the pencil.
Mr. Pencil.
Mr. Pencil. And I'll cover up the thing, but even the inside of it looks just great. So what you have here, that's the tutorial. What you have here is
the crossword book of mystery.
Now you learnt this. You're the one that watched the tutorial and learnt this. Yeah. And as soon as and you learnt it while I was at the house, I was doing something, and when I came back up, you were performing it to your mum. Yeah. And I was only down here for I came down the cave to do some work. I was only down here for about 45 minutes. And when I came back up, you'd watch the whole tutorial. You'd watch phase 1, because there's 2 phases. You'd watched phase 1.
The second phase, didn't you?
Yeah. You'd watched phase 1, you'd learnt it, and you were performing it to your mum, and you fooled her. I mean, if that's not like a clear representation of how easy this trick is, I don't know what is. So My Word came out years ago by Dan Harlan. It's been re-bought out by Penguin Magic, and it's a mind reading trick using a crossword book. Now you see 3 live performances. You see Nick Locopo doing a live performance at a close-up gig. You also see him doing a live performance on stage at the P3 Theatre, and you also see sort of retro footage of Dan Harlan back in the day doing a live performance of this as well in kind of a lecture type environment. So you see a lot of live performances, and then Nick goes through how to do everything. And we've already said this before, I'm going to say it again, Nick is one of the best teachers in magic.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't seen a live performance, you did this to your sister. You filmed this for Instagram and Facebook, and you performed this to your sister, didn't you? And she was absolutely freaked out.
She was like,
There's 2 phases to this, and you're going to see a video of Ryland doing both of those phases. So this is expert crosswords.
50 challenging theme puzzles.
50 challenging theme puzzles. Let's have a look at this. This
This
is
is Egypt.
yeah, it does. Let's have a look at the full performance, and then we'll talk about what we think.
Okay, so I'm here with my sister Thea.
Hi.
Now I've got a piece of paper, a Sharpie, and a crossword book. Now I've been doing some crosswords recently, so some of these words are actually filled in. Okay, so what you're gonna do is look at onto any page. Look at any word at all. It can be any page, except the answer ones, and then write down the word on the piece of paper. And I'm not gonna look. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look.
Let's go for
Don't tell me.
that one.
Quick.
Okay.
Tell me when you're done. You done?
Done.
Done. Okay. I'm not gonna look. Pass me the book. Pass me the book. Yeah, we don't need the book anymore, so I'll put that over there. Now we're gonna play Invisible Hangman. So if I get it right, cross the letter out that I say. I don't want to see it. Okay. So cross the letter. If I get it wrong, I'm not gonna get it wrong. So there's no point in me even telling you because I won't get it wrong. Okay. Because I'm super good at Hangman. Right. Is there an I in your word? I can tell you there's an I.
Yep.
I feel a T as well. There's a T in there as well, isn't
Yep.
there? Now that's not the word, is it?
No.
No, that's too short. Okay. There's an E in your word.
Yep.
By the way, tell me when we're at the last letter. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is there an R in your word?
Yep.
There's an R. Is there an N in your word? I feel an N. And I also feel an O. There's an N and an O.
Last
No,
letter.
Okay. Last letter. Okay. Last letter. What? Think of it. Think of it. Focus on it. It's a U, isn't it?
Yep.
Now that's the easy part. Now I've got to try to figure out what your word was. Your word, what was it? It was routine, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it was routine. Perfect. Now you know what? We'll bring the book back. So what I want you to do is, you see in this book there's 1 to 50 different words you need to write. Okay. So what I want you to do is say a number between 1 and 50.
11.
11. So as I said, this is the crossword book. Okay. So you could have thought of any one, but you got 11. Okay. So what we need to do is go to any page, look at the questions, and find where 11 is. So on this one, 11 is there. So look at 11. Look at the question. Go to solution on page 54. This one's 54. So you go back to page 54 and you'll look at the answers and see what 11 is, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So do that right now. You can go to any page. I'm going to try to tell you what that word is. So don't tell me the question, just look at it, then go to that page that it says, okay? You got it? You at that page yet?
Not just yet.
And look at 11,
to the
okay?
page.
Yeah, remember to look at 11.
11. Yeah. Should I write it down or?
No. You got that word. Do you see that word?
Yep.
Go on that page. You see that word in number 11. Think of that word. I need to close the book so I can't see. Close the book. Close the book. Right. I'm not gonna look at that. Question 11. 11. Don't tell me. It's It's got C in it, hasn't it? It's got C.
Yeah.
It ends, well, in the middle it's got 2 B's in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's cabbage, isn't it?
Yeah. Cabbage. What?
So that was a live performance of Expert Crosswords, My Word. Now, Thea was freaked out about that.
Yep.
Absolutely freaked out. So I'm going to ask you some questions because you watched the tutorial and I didn't. There's 2 phases. Phase 1 is the one where they literally look at a word and you tell them what the word is.
Yeah.
How much memory work is involved in that, right?
If you want to, 0.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit on
If
that?
you want to have no memory work, it can be 0. If you want them to hold the book still, you need to do just a little bit of memory work. Just remember 10 letters.
You got to remember 10 letters. Even if you... So basically, there's a crib on the book.
Kind of.
And what the crib will allow you to do is it'll allow you to know what word the spectator's thinking of, right?
Yeah.
So if you take the book back as you're talking and you're just holding the book and you're not paying any attention, you don't need to actually remember anything because it's telling you the letters, really, isn't it? And it's telling you the word. Now, Ryland, a lot of people aren't aware of this. He's got an incredible memory.
Yeah.
Like an incredible memory. He can look at a trick and within literally, one look through, he'll know everything. So when you saw the performance to Thea, that was only shot like the day after he learnt the trick. You've already committed that to memory. If you want to do it the way
there's
that...
11. There's 11.
Yeah.
There's 11 letters.
11 letters. So if you want to commit it to memory, you're going to need to remember 11 words and 11 letters.
Well, 11 words, 11 letters. Yeah.
Yeah?
If you want to
letters.
have the book away.
If you want to do it, because that's what you did with Thea. You put the book away.
Well, actually, it's not 11 letters. I mean, 11 words. It's 11 words. No, 11 letters, 10 words.
11 letters, 10 words. Because they're restricted to 10 words.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they're restricted to 10 words because they can open up anywhere and they can look at any word.
Do you know the tricks? Let's test. I'm thinking of a word. What is it?
I have no idea. I'm not going to... I haven't learned this. You have. I don't know. Okay, please don't make me...
What's in the word?
I don't know. No, I'm not going to do this because I don't know. I really don't know.
Just guess one word.
Is there a T?
Yeah.
Is there a I?
Yeah.
See, I'm using the crib and I've watched it once.
Is there what?
Hang on, is that okay? Tell me if you get to the last letter. Is there an E?
Yeah. Last letter.
Oh, that's the last letter.
Yeah. No, there's one more. Yeah.
Oh, there's one more. Is there an R?
Yes. Right.
Yeah, the word you're thinking of is right.
Yeah.
R-I-T-E. There you go. Right, okay. Don't do that to me ever again. Right, okay. You learnt it. I haven't. So there is a bit of memory work, but it restricts you to... they can open up anywhere. It feels really fair. They can flick through. They can look at various different stuff, and then they can stop at any crossword. They can look at it, and you can repeat that. Nick talks about how, if you want to, you can actually then hand it to somebody else and repeat it and do it again, which is really cool.
Yep.
So you can do the first phase twice. And then the final phase is like a memory demonstration, isn't it?
So 1 to 11.
Huh?
No, name a number between 1 to 50.
40.
40, are you sure?
Yes.
Now this is the expert crossword. So it's for the people that are really confident with crosswords, yeah?
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is over to any page, look at question 40, and then go to that page where it says solutions on.
Okay. Yeah. Got it?
Okay, and I'm going to tell you what that word is. Does it match up to the question?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gear, isn't it?
Yes, it is gear. And that is ridiculous
There's
because
no memory work in that second.
there is no memory work in that at all, is there?
No.
because the whole...
Although if you want to remember 50 words, I mean, like, you can.
You can, because they literally... But again, with that one, the second phase
It's
is more
basically
of
just
a...
learning Memdeck all over again.
Yeah, the second phase is more like a memory demonstration, because you can kind of say to people, believe it or not, I've memorised every single question and answer in this book. You don't believe me? I'm going to prove it to you. You can even tell them to tell you what page you're on. Okay, fantastic. What question is that? Right, okay, go to the answer. And you can kind of go through this incredible memory demonstration.
Yeah, and there's like loads of different pages with all the
Yeah, I mean, it's really great. And then, right, something that you need to know before we move on. I know, we've talked about that enough, right. It's perfect for close-up. I mean, you see Nick doing it in a close-up environment. Obviously, you have to bear in mind you have to carry this around, but it is softback, so you could fold it up and put it in a jacket pocket if you wanted to.
Not newspaper. Don't fold my Costco book up.
And when I'll tell you right now,
Safely back in here.
I'll tell you right now, when Ryland first saw this and watched the tutorial watched the trailer for it, he said, "Oh, there's no way I'm going to like this. It's just not my sort of trick. There's no way I'm going to like it." After watching the tutorial and practicing it and watching Nick perform it, he's like, "This is going straight into my show. I love this. I think this is amazing."
Yeah.
It does kind of fit you because you like
Don't touch it.
I won't. You like tricks with puzzles.
Yeah.
You like tricks with toys, and you do crosswords. Crossword is something that you like doing.
Yeah.
So for you, it would make sense to do it. It's a very interesting book test. It is very, very clever.
And it's by P3.
Yeah, I really like it. I don't know if I would do
I
it.
actually got it wrong and it was P.
I might do it. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes. I'll have to get another one because you're not gonna let me get that one.
No, you're not allowed to touch it. Not touch it.
But I'm gonna give this.
Okay. Don't touch it.
I'm gonna give this 90%. I think this is
No,
really
touch
good. It's a very strong trick. Dan Harlan is a genius. Nick is an incredible teacher of magic, and this is just a very strong trick. What are you giving it?
100.
100%. Is
Yeah.
it going in your stage
Don't
show?
touch it.
Sorry. Is it going in your stage show?
Yeah.
Is it going in your close up?
Yeah.
Or just stage? Stage or close up or both?
Both.
Both.
It's okay. I'll get the mock off you later.
100% from me, from him.
You meant a mark
90%
now.
from me.
Smelly hands.
He and to not smell. He really likes it.
You've got smelly hands.
Please
now.
stop. Let's move on with the next review. Okay, so next up by Julio Montoro, who flushed with success from Leviosa, brings out ZIGYZAG,
Guardian Leviosa.
a business card size zigzag illusion. Perform the famous zigzag illusion with a coffee loyalty card. Take out a coffee loyalty card.
It's really good.
Take out a coffee loyalty card, and while you talk about the zigzag illusion, draw 2 lines with a marker simulating the blades. Slowly and visually, you can move the middle part permanently.
It's sick.
It's
really good.
I thought this was not going to be very good. I have to be honest with you.
Same.
But
I thought this was going to be the stupidest trick of all time, but it's sick.
it is very,
And you're
very
not allowed
good.
to touch this one either.
Oh, right, okay.
So this is mine.
I know you
I've
really like
already
this.
used like 50 of the gimmicks, but there's a few left.
He has used a lot of the
There's a
gimmicks.
few
He's
left.
used it. It's already this has already been performed in real world situations. But you're going to see a performance that Ryland did for social media. So he
We'll go
did.
there later today.
Yes, we are. Ryland filmed this for his Instagram and Facebook. So we're going to show you that video first of all, so you can see exactly what this looks like. This is a performance on Instagram to camera, and then once we've had a look at that performance, we'll bring you back into the studio and talk about what we think.
Okay, so you've probably heard of the zigzag illusion. Now, I'm going to do that classic illusion right now, but instead of a lady, I'm going to use a Starbucks girl from their symbol. Okay, so now in the zigzag illusion, as you know, Daddy, there are 3 parts just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, what I want you to do is I actually want you to sign this illusion. Okay, so all you're going to do is sign like right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. Now watch very carefully. 3, 2, 1. You can see I actually start to pull that away.
What?
Just like
What?
that. Now if I snap, you can see. And you can see it's still got your initial on. Just like that. And you can examine that. Just like that.
Now, obviously, Ryland, that is great for social media. I mean, it's a social media trick. It's absolutely perfect because you were playing it right to the camera and it looked really good. But this is something that's actually workable in a real world. You've done this in a gig several times, close up, right? In order to, just so you know, you have to switch a real card. You get 50 of the real cards.
Yeah,
you get 50 gimmicked cards. Now, you have to actually make the gimmicks and you give them away at the end because they sign them. But it doesn't take long. I mean, I couldn't do it. It's just a bit of cutting and...
Cut, snip, 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 done.
A little bit of cutting and snipping. And you have to do it with each gimmick card that you get. So you get 50, you've got to make 50 gimmicks. You could sit and make 50 gimmicks in probably about an hour or two. Ryland's quite quick at it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to show one of these, and during the course of the performance, you're going to switch it for one of the gimmick cards that you've made. Now, the only switch that Julio goes through is a switch that absolutely works, which isn't a problem. What he does is he says, and this is what you did, didn't you? Switching it with a wallet.
Yeah.
So you take this out the wallet.
No, I didn't do that for Instagram, but that's what I do.
Yeah. So you take this out the wallet, and as you give them the pen to open, you do the switch, and then they sign the thing. On Instagram, you just switched it off camera when you went to get the pen for me to sign it, didn't you? Yeah. But there is a switch. Be aware that there is a switch. Once the switch has been done, and Julio goes through how to do this with misdirection without any problem at all, it's pretty much self-working, isn't it? You literally just pull the middle out like that.
The Starbucks down.
You literally just pull the middle out.
You're destroying all their buildings.
I'm so sorry. You literally pull the middle out.
They're being rebuilt super fast. Don't worry. Rebuild. Done.
You literally pull the middle out. Now, what's really nice about this is at the end, when you've pulled the middle out, you just take the card and instantly it's now examinable.
Yeah.
Now, there is something to palm, isn't there? Is it? But it's done under total misdirection. Is it a difficult thing to do? Because you've done it now.
No, it's literally the size. I'm gonna get the exact size here. Hang on, you carry on talking.
Okay, I'm talking. He's checking the size.
That's the size. That size is easy to palm.
And the nice thing about it is the palm takes place once the move's been done. So you pull the middle out, and then as you twist the card to show it...
It's this size.
It's
that size.
It's that size.
You need to palm that, basically.
You need to palm that.
Look at the tiny thing. Yeah. Now, Daddy, welcome to Starbucks. This is where you get your coffee.
There you go. Put that away.
Now, this is Starbucks now. Your arm is an open Starbucks.
No. Right, okay. Yeah, look, you're going to run out of them eventually because every time you do it, you're going to use one of the gimmicks and one of the Starbucks cards.
Yeah, and you only need one of these, but they come with 5 because you don't give this away, so they just come with refills every performance.
Okay.
It's blended in.
Yeah, it is. Don't give too much away, please.
Look, it's normal. How does this do this, Daddy? Yeah. What's that doing? Is that supposed to be special?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not expressive what's going on. Yeah, Starbucks is open for business.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, each gimmick is going to take you like about a minute or two to make.
Yeah.
So you'll have to sit there making all of the gimmicks. The tutorial is very low budget in that he's just carrying his phone around with him and moving it from his one desk to his other desk to his other desk. Yeah. It's not being professionally shot. But Julio explains at the beginning of the tutorial that the person that was meant to film the tutorial for him didn't arrive and he wanted to make sure it was done. And everything is explained very, very clearly. So I don't think it's too much of an issue because it's all explained very clearly. Look, I love this because I've always been a big fan of taking big stage illusions and presenting them in a close-up setting. I've always liked being able to do that. And this is a perfect example of showing a classic stage illusion in close-up form. It's a proper EDC as well, because you just put the gimmick card and you put the regular Starbucks card into your wallet. They're in there. When you want to do the routine, you just reach in, take out the regular card, and you're ready to go. If you want to go through more difficult types of switches, you can use Himba wallets and stuff like that, or pocket switches. But what Julio suggests works really well. And what I love the most is that moment where you're opening up and you're showing that the middle comes out, and you immediately then just take the card and give it to them, because when they see that moment, they can't possibly imagine for a second that that's the same card that they signed, because remember, they signed the card. And then you pull the middle out.
Sign it, which is really cool.
You take the middle out and you just give it them immediately. It's such a really good trick. I mean, Julio's, I've said in the past some of his stuff I love, some of the stuff I don't love. More recently, the stuff that he's brought out has been very good. And this continues with the trend. I think this is excellent. I'm going to give this 95%. What are you giving it?
You'll hear it in the sentence. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at the Starbucks, where Craig Petty gets his 100% vanilla latte, large size.
So shall I assume that's 100%?
Yeah.
100% from Ryland, 95% from me. It's an incredible trick, very easy to do. Bit of arts and craft, but it won't take you that long. Now we're going to move on with the final routine. Okay, so the final trick we're going to be looking at today is Marcel's...
No, I want to say it. Marcel's Okito box for our coin.
Marcel's Okito box for a coin.
There you go.
Now, what this is, and when you open it up, you're going to get a very well-made Okito box.
Really,
with a lid
cool.
and a base designed for one coin. Now, it's designed for a $50 size coin. So I'm using a Walking Liberty here. But basically, it's a one coin Okito box. Now, here's the problem with this. The problem is, on the back of the box, there's a YouTube link. And I have typed this YouTube link in 100 times.
100?
I've tried it again and again and again in case I made a mistake. And every time I type it in, it says this video is no longer available. So, and that's the only evidence of instructions anywhere. So in other words, I wasn't able to see the instructions for this. So what I did is I went me and Ryland went onto the trailer. We watched the trailer, and the trailer was showcasing what this would do, and using some traditional Okito box moves, but with one coin. And we kind of pieced together what we thought was happening in the trailer. But please bear in mind, we've not been able to see the tutorial for this because the link on the box doesn't work. We don't know anything about this. And it's very frustrating. And I have actually contacted Murphy's, but they've not got back to me yet about what is going on with this, because, not having a tutorial is just not very good at all. So let's have a look. Ryland, actually, you fell in love with this, didn't you? And you...
I think it's really cool.
You performed this on Instagram. So let's have a look at Ryland's performance. He does a very simple 3-phase routine where a coin appears, it vanishes and goes back in the box, and then it comes out the box. So a simple appearance, come out and go in. Let's have a look at that, and then we'll talk about what else this can do. So that was a really good performance, right? Really good performance.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's all right. So that was a really good performance. You can see on the tutorial, there's a lot of, not tutorial, you can see on the trailer, there's a lot of other stuff you can do with it.
Yeah.
If you've got any knowledge of Okito box work from the trailer, you can piece together exactly what's happening. There's a really nice transposition idea there, where he's using a Chinese coin and a silver coin. And he puts
Was there a live performance on the trailer?
No, it's just done with a camera on the... No, not at all. But it's got a really nice transposition style routine, right? Where he has two coins, and he puts one coin, say the silver coin, inside the purse, inside the box, and he puts the lid on, and then he takes the other coin and puts it into this hand, takes the box, shakes, and now that coin's there, and that coin's there, and they've changed places, which is a really nice idea with it.
I really like this.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. And what's really nice is it takes up no pocket space. Everything.
It's like super small.
Yeah.
And you can bring it out by going, what's this?
Well, you could actually even produce it from a purse frame. So you could actually have the purse frame, take it out the purse frame, and you know.
You could do this. Do you like my coin? No, it's not a coin. It's a box with a coin inside. Oh no. You can have it like that, and you can make it like appear.
Yeah.
Here, and then you say, now inside this box there's a. Where's the coin? There's no coin. What's happened? Oh, I need to make the coin appear as well. There you go.
Or you could do what you did in the Instagram video, where you produce so you could take the box, make the box appear, and say that inside the box there's a coin, and go, oh, hang on, there's not a coin. I thought there was a coin. I tell you what I'll do. I'll put the lid on the box, and I'll take the coin, throw it in. Yeah, now there's the coin. And you say the problem is the coin goes inside the box, which is fine, but if you leave it in there for too long, the coin will just disappear. You see, there's no coin anymore. Yeah, huh?
The move that I did was better.
Oh, of course it was. You could even take the base of the box, and then say if I wave the lid over, it turns into the coin. Yeah. But if I take the coin and I rub the coin, now it turns into the lid of the box. So the problem is, where's the coin? Well, it's been underneath the lid from the very beginning. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. It's just a fun thing to play with. You and me have been sitting around and just messing around with coin moves with it. Yeah, it's really fun. Probably see a lot more videos of this going up on Instagram for the Kid Magician very, very soon. I love that it just takes up no pocket space. There's a lot of stuff you can do in the spectator's hands. You combine it with stuff like, you know, that coin in glass that we reviewed about a year ago? The glass bottle where you hit it and the coin goes into there?
Was it Tenyo?
No, it was Gentleman's Magic. It was Michael Chatelain. You could have the coin in here and say, look, I'm going to put the coin in the box. Now watch, I'm going to take this glass bottle and I do that, boom, and it goes in the glass bottle, and then you show that it's gone from there. Oop, that's gone.
Yeah, because that was a trick by Tenyo, you know, where you had that little like plate thing and you push the glass on. You push down on the glass and a 5p shoots up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I want that, so maybe you just find that.
It's on the floor. It's on the floor.
It's there. It's on your side.
It's on my side.
Yeah,
where?
There, but under the
Oh, there.
glass.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to look after my trick, Daddy.
Your trick. Why is it you get everything, dude?
Because I perform everything.
Look, it's true. You do seem to be performing more on this show than me these days. I don't know what's going on.
What's going on, Daddy?
What's going on? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and you're just learning everything.
Maybe.
Don't agree with that. I'm not getting old. I'm giving this. I mean,
100.
look, I'm giving it 100% because I really love playing around with it.
I'm going to give it 100.
But please bear in mind the tutorial link doesn't work, and hopefully
That's why
they can sort that out.
I'm giving it 110, not 120.
110, not 120.
I mean 110, not 119.
Okay. Well, I'm giving it 100%. I think it's really good. If you're a coin worker and you've got some basic knowledge of coins and coin boxes, this is just a really fun thing to play around with. It allows you to take one coin routines, combine them with a box, and really just, it's very good. So,
100%
yeah.
100% from him and 110% from me.
Now we're going to wrap this up.
That's another visa in the bag. That's another visa in the bag. That's another visa in the bag.
Okay. Yes, it is another review show. What?
Good job.
No.
Another joke that will humiliate you.
Why do you want to tell me jokes? Where are you getting these jokes from? Because they're not from me.
The brain.
The brain. Your friends are telling them you at school, aren't they?
No, my brain.
I don't believe you.
It's my brain.
I don't believe you. Let me wrap it up first, and then you can tell the joke at the end.
Okay.
That way, hopefully, people will check out and not listen to the joke. Right. Thanks very much for joining us once again on Magic TV.
Listen to the joke.
Don't forget, you can follow Ryland the Kid Magician on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram by going to Ryland the Kid Magician.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to this YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm going to be back again very, very soon with another video. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video, and Ryland will be back next Wednesday with another video. You're also helping with the Matchamentary this season, aren't you? So that'll be fun as well.
Like
but
last season.
like last season, you did a few.
I did the
yeah.
dancing cane.
You did do the dancing cane. And you also taught him cube magic.
I was really scared because the third dropped the dancing cane and it was smash.
Well,
I was scared.
I'm glad you didn't.
I was so scared.
Anyway, we'll be back again very, very soon. Thank you once again for joining me. Don't forget to to join the Netrix by going to www.thenetrix.com.
Cookies!
And we'll see you again soon. Say bye, Ray.
No, I'm not doing the joke.
Yeah, say bye first.
Bye.
Perfect.